Welcome. It's Thursday night, time for the Cantina Happy Hour. Pull up a stool, grab yourself a drink, and let's talk about Star Wars. My name is David. I am your host. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
I'm ready for the weekend.
It's Thursday. It's almost time. It's
Not close
Friday.
enough.
It's Friday Eve, as my co-workers say. Friday Eve.
Not close enough.
Also with me tonight is Cam from Cam and Focus. How are you?
Good
sir?
evening. I'm doing good. I decided to take your grab a drink, literally.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I'll go a little different ways.
What's up, Just a Disney Geek? How are you?
There's just a Disney geek. Also with us tonight, as he always is Andrew. Andrew, how are you this evening?
Doing good. You know, next year I'll be able to have a drink with you guys on the show. Which will be fun. I obviously want what Cam's having because that looks good. So
you're not old enough.
Oh, never mind. I'll just take soda. There you go.
Cheese. I miss cheese.
Yeah, this is a little too sweet for me, but that's okay.
It's okay. All right. Well, what are we talking about tonight, kiddos? We've got a 3-episode arc we're talking about tonight.
Oh, I thought we were doing episode 3 of Acolyte.
On its anniversary. There you go.
Isn't the anniversary?
I think. Well, this week, I think.
Oh, that's even worse.
It was either last week or
What
this
was it
week.
you said, Ken? I'm going to come over there and fart on your pillow.
Exactly.
And I have
hope you
juicy
wake up with a
farts
pink
because
eye.
I ate Taco Bell tonight. So you know what? They're going to be good ones.
This is the content people watch us for, you know.
Nice. Did you win trivia?
Did you win? That's the big question.
What was the trivia on? That's what.
Yeah. What was the topic? That's what I'd like to know the topic. I missed the Star Wars trivia like 2 weeks ago. They did a Star Wars one on a Wednesday, which was like that's even better because I was like, oh, Wednesday. I'm not doing anything. I don't have a show or anything.
I'm like the smartest Star Wars fan in my house, so you know.
I don't think
he had to specify the smartest Star Wars fan. He couldn't just settle with the smartest person in his house.
No, I'm not the smartest person in my house. No, far from it.
You couldn't hold a candle to your mom in Fortnite.
Yeah. No, I could not.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even play.
But tonight we are talking about the I'm gonna learn how to talk.
Did we watch a different arc?
The Menagerie. No, not the Menagerie. That's a different franchise. Debbie likes the Menagerie.
We watched Spaceballs too. That's what we watched.
4 rounds, 4th place, 4 rounds, 2000s film, epitaphs,
nice.
TV trivia, and general knowledge.
2000s.
Wait a minute.
I would have liked to have participated in that.
Yeah, 4th place
I don't
sounds
even know
impressive.
What the second round is.
4th place sounds impressive, but I've got to know where there are only 4 teams.
I don't even know what the second category is, to be honest.
No. See, there were 3 teams, and somehow he just did so bad that they bypassed 3rd place and said, you know what? Below the bottom.
Malevolence. Yes, the Malevolence.
See, this is why I didn't do the shorts this week, because the brain doesn't connect to the mouth, and yeah, I can hear it in my brain, but then trying to say it is it's a 50-50 shot that I get it right.
Musicians questions each round. Perfect score in rounds 1 and 4. Very nice. Very nice. We should do that one night.
I think Garrett's coming up with a trivia.
Oh, is he? Garrett, I went in. I'm in.
Garrett, aren't you putting together some kind of trivia for the Feast of Fandom?
If you are, I want in.
I do too.
Because he asked a question about what kind of topics, like Star Wars, sci-fi, blah, 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 blah.
We should. I mean, I think the topic should be our favorite Tom Cruise movies. Dave, do you agree?
Yeah.
I'd have one.
Mission Impossible 1.
Actually, well, maybe 2. maybe 2, because I did like Far and Away. I did enjoy that movie with Nicole Kidman, but that was because that was kind of a historical aspect on the. And I don't think he ran anywhere.
Yeah, he did. Didn't he run for the plot of land?
He was on a horse. That doesn't count.
Oh, I thought he
You like
ran.
that? Pretty neat, huh? This is my yep, see? He rode a horse. Look at that.
Well, see, I would suck at trivia. Unless it's Star
It's like
Wars,
sprinting with
then
extra steps.
I might do halfway decent.
Or Star Trek. You'd be okay at Star Trek, I think.
It depends on which Star Trek we're talking about.
Original series.
Obviously Discovery. I mean Lower Decks. That's her favorite
I think
show.
I only watched one season of Lower Decks.
There was some Star Wars news this week, and I just now thought of it because I sent the thing out to everybody, and I hope everybody on our chats watched it.
Oh yeah.
Spaceballs 2 is officially confirmed. There was a
I loved that.
teaser for it put
That's
out
hilarious.
earlier today. Mel
And this
Brooks,
just came out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, it was.
Oh, I know.
They've been talking about a sequel for a long time. What's the guy's name?
Josh Gad.
Josh Gad. Thank you. That's the guy I'm looking for. So Josh Gad stepped up, like, I want to say like 6 or 8 months ago, and finally said, I want to do it, and he's going to take John Candy's spot. You know, he'll be the Mog, the Barf. I don't know if they're going to do Barf, and the only thing I can think is here's how they're going to change this is that, you know, dogs have a shorter life than humans, so maybe Mogs have a shorter life, and maybe he's Barf's son. I could go with that.
Well, then I heard they're trying to. Bill Pullman's son is in talks, possibly.
Rick
So he could
Moranis.
play-
Rick Moranis.
He
They're
could play
talking
his son.
Rick Moranis coming out of retirement
That's pretty
to play
cool.
Dark Helmet. That would. I screamed.
Yeah.
I screamed like a little girl right in the middle of the office.
I went to the theater and I tried to get seated for the movie, and they said it was too early, that I had to leave.
So
So that was pretty disappointing. I'll have to go to a different theater.
it's not necessarily Star Wars news, I know, but it's
It's
Spaceballs.
basically,
So
it basically is.
it's the Star Wars parody. We'll take it. So anyway, let's talk about the Malevolence.
Millennium Falcon.
The Malevolence.
Mulberry Bush.
Basically, we've got this is our first multi-episode arc in the Clone Wars. Obviously, because it's episodes 2, 3, and 4 of
Oh, okay.
season 1. So, but it is the first. And if you want to count the movie, you can. I don't. But anyway, it is the first multi-episode, which I liked. I was concerned going into the Clone Wars, thinking, okay, we're just going to get a whole bunch of. There won't be any connectivity to everything. You know, that was a concern that I had, was that it was just going to be a whole bunch of just little one-shot episodes, like a Saturday morning cartoon. I mean, it was on Cartoon Network, for crying out loud. So, but then we started getting arcs, and we started getting some good stories. All right, cool. I'm good with this. I'm happy with this. This makes me happy because it's like watching a movie at this point. Because now you're dealing with 3 30-minute episodes. It's an hour and a half. It's a shorter run movie, but it is a movie. And it was on Cartoon Network, so it wasn't like they dropped all 3 of them all at once either. You had to wait like a normal person. And it wasn't like it was Disney Plus, to where it was like, oh, we're just going to drop the first 3 episodes all at once. Then we'll drop the next 3. It's like,
At least you got to enjoy them in the morning. Now we have to wait till 8 or 9 p.m.
I think Clone Wars came on Friday afternoons, like late Friday afternoons, when it was on Cartoon Network.
I think
Because-
I was going to say, I think that's part of their Toonami slot, but I think that's I don't think that became a thing until later on, like within the last 6 or 7 years or so.
Yeah, I think it was like a late, like 4 o'clock in the afternoon
Oh.
on a Friday. Oh, Cam.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't know. You don't.
All I did was put my drink down, and suddenly my phone.
I thought you were going to blame the cat again.
I'm
That
sorry I
was
didn't
like-
know the release time.
That was like a roller coaster ride. That was like, woo!
All right, I'm gonna try and. Okay.
All right.
I mean, in my
Less
defense,
tension on my charging cord there.
I was like 3 years old when season 1 came out, so I wasn't paying attention to.
I like I said, and I've said this before. I always recorded the episodes and I watched them Saturday morning with my I watched my Saturday morning cartoons and had my
Nice.
bowl of cereal and ate my cartoons. When Luke came around, I would feed Luke in the morning and we would watch the Clone Wars. You know, when Luke was little bitty, like this big, and I could just sit and hold him. And all right, you suck that bottle. We'll watch the Clone Wars. So, and it was great. You know, Luke grew up with it. So anyway, Malevolence, the Separatist army has a large nude super weapon. It's basically a big ion cannon on the side of the ship, which to me doesn't make a whole lot of sense because it's a big ship, and if you're flying a big ship like this and the people are coming at you from the front, you got to swing that ship around, and by that time they're already close enough to where they're pounding you. So
Star Wars hasn't always had the most smart ship designs.
And it was that, and I saw this too, especially with the bombing run that Anakin and Ahsoka were a part of. I think that was the second episode when they fired the cannon, and they're in the Y-wings, and they're, you know, they got the cannon thing, and it's going like this, and then here comes the Y-wings, and then they're going like this, and it's like, go up, and let it go under you.
Or down.
Go down. or to the left or to the right. It's going in a straight line. You can go around it. It was like that scene in Prometheus where the tower's
I just
falling
watched
and
that
they're
today
running
for the
away from
first
it. It's
time.
like, go to the side.
I
Go to the side. It won't hit you.
I kid you not, I watched that for the first time today, and I thought the exact same thing when the alien ship is falling down.
But
You're not going to outrun it.
They did it so well with the movie when Ahsoka was when they had the destroyers, and they were surrounding Anakin, and she said, "Just stand still," and she pulled the wall down, and he went through the window, and it was like, okay, yeah, I get that. That's good. That's perfect because she knew there was a hole there. He was going to fit through. Wonderful. But this was like, go up. All you got to do is fly up. You're fine. You're fine. Yes, absolutely. But on the flip side of that coin, and it reminded me of this, it was a lot like a pirate ship where you've got the cannons on the side of the ship. And, you know, one of the things that George took inspiration from was old serials, and one of them was like pirate serials and stuff like that. So, all right, fine.
Yeah, but at least the cannons were pointed outwards.
Yeah.
So if they pass the ship, you know, you can't do that with what the Separatists had on their ship because it was pointed forward and there was only one. It didn't not like they had multiple.
Right. It was one right in the middle. And again, if those Y-wings would have just flown up and then gone and attacked the ship from the front of the ship rather than from the sides, no problems. It's easy. They got it. Easy peasy.
They have to demonstrate the cannon somehow, and it usually involves someone else doing something silly.
We need an episode to happen, so
Exactly.
I'm staring straight down the barrel of this cannon. Let me just keep on flying straight at it.
and then and this was another one that I didn't understand was Padme, and I'm sure she was lured out there with false intentions of, oh, the Banker clan, they're getting ready to surrender, and we need to go discuss the surrender. So you're going by yourself? I don't think so. No, there is a war happening. You are not going by yourself. She's taking, I don't care if Palpatine said, oh, just go by yourself. You'll be fine. Padme would have had more common sense than that. She should have had saying, "Okay, I'm going to go meet this guy. Chances are he's got an entourage with him. I'm going to go with 3PO." Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
It's
Absolutely.
the first 2 episodes of a kids show. They hadn't quite gotten it right yet. I'm trying to be optimistic
What are
here
they
because that is
doing out
very stupid.
What the crap is happening in a galaxy far, far away? That's what I want
Oh, somebody watches CinemaSins.
to know. Anyway, so we get another kind of a touching moment with Plo Koon and the droids in the pod, and they're like, "Oh, they're not coming for us."
Clones.
Huh?
Clones.
You said
Didn't I
droids.
say? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Did
Dave,
I say
you're
droid?
prejudice showing.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, droids? There weren't no droids
what?
in that
I'm
pod.
getting old.
They were outside of the pod, but
I'm getting up there in years. Leave me alone. Yes, with the clones and Plo Koon, where there's nobody coming for us. We're just clones, and you get the whole
not to me.
"not to me." That was James
That's
Arnold
a
Taylor,
cool one.
right?
Yeah.
Doesn't he voice? He
Yeah,
voices.
he said that he
Plo
would do his
Koon.
voice like Gandalf. Remember I told you this, David? And then they would deepen it, and then they put it through like a filter kind of thing. And then he said for season 2, because he's a mimic and he heard that, he did his voice all the way down here. And so then he said that the sound designer, when he went to lower his voice, it was like too deep. You couldn't even understand it. And he was like, "No, James, you got to go back to what you were doing." Yeah.
So basically, the Clone Wars is like South Park. Everybody's played by one actor.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah. It's either James Arnold Taylor or D. Bradley Baker. So I think they carry the
Well,
bulk
and
of.
is it Tom Kane that's Yoda and the there's someone that voices Yoda and the like the admiral guy that's like stuff is happening in the galaxy,
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah,
Bad things are happening in the galaxy.
Yeah, Palpatine is tricking both the Sith and the Republic, or Jedi.
Aquaman. That's all I can think of every time I hear that. It's just that one word
from the Super Friends.
Yeah.
Power Hour.
Yeah, but
Tom Kane.
It was on,
that's right. Okay, Tom.
There you go.
Back when it was on Boomerang. Anybody remember Boomerang?
Mm-hmm.
I think it still exists, doesn't it?
No,
I thought they closed down.
Boomerang closed down. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
I think that was like last year or 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I remember watching that on the cable. The screen was always like this big, even though your TV was like this big.
Well, that's because all of those cartoons were shot in a different ratio.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, it does still operate. Oh.
It does? Well, there you go. Chalk one up for David. All right.
Don't let it go to your head.
I'll take the win. Anyway, so yes, and of course you get Anakin and Ahsoka defying orders. This was back at the first episode.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, big shock. And I loved Anakin talking about it too, because he says you didn't say it right. You didn't say we need to go look for it. It's not about how you say it, it's about how you execute it. Just because we're widening our defenses to other systems, so we're going to go scout these other systems, and of course we're going to go look. But the thing I didn't get, and again, they're searching the debris field. They're looking for any survivors. I've got a cat on me. Any survivors. And why did Grievous's sensors not pick up Anakin and Ahsoka and the Twilight, basically? I mean, they're flying around looking for survivors, and then you've got the pod capture ship or whatever it is also flying around looking for survivors.
Well, you see, it was a deleted scene in the show. They had to go to Canto Bight and find a master code breaker that would allow them to get past the ship unnoticed.
Of course. Of course it was.
Get this guy out of here.
Because Grievous is dumb. Grievous is really dumb in the show. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Bad will always triumph because good is just dumb. Just saying.
Oh man.
Yeah, well, the bad has cookies.
Yeah,
That's right.
Darkseid has cookies. But yes, then of course we get they saved everybody and they got out of there just in time. But now they know where the ship is, so we're gonna fly our Y-wings and attack it. And all this time again, the Jedi, we need to find this weapon. We need to destroy this weapon. We need to do something about this weapon. Anakin, don't do anything. He's out there already.
That's like the biggest, through line for like all of Star Wars is Anakin saying, "Hey, I need to do this," and the Council's like, "No,
no. We're gonna send somebody else."
It's like, but I'm already here.
They weren't going to send anybody. It's just like,
yeah.
I mean, he told Yularon or whatever his name is to do exactly what the council wanted. He just went out on him and Ahsoka just went out on their own. So technically, he really didn't disobey orders. The fleet was doing what the fleet was supposed to do.
Yeah. I don't get why, though, they say, we need to find this ship. We need to find this ship. Guess what? We know where this ship is now. We know that it's in that system because they just took out Plo Koon. Why would we not be going there? Why?
Because they don't leave witnesses.
We need to find where this ship is. Guess what? It's right there. Send somebody to go get it. Anakin's out there. Go. Take part of your defense force and go. Anyway, and of course they go to attack the medical outpost, and Anakin makes their attack, and everybody, they damage the Malevolence. They damage the main gun. Then we roll into the next episode where Padme shows up for some reason.
I love how much like Natalie Portman she sounds. It's crazy.
Well, okay, now Dooku, this was not Christopher Lee again, right?
No, it wasn't.
I think he just did the movie.
I think he just did the movie. I think him and Sam Jackson both just did the movie because very obviously this was not Mace Windu. This was not Mace Windu. It's not Samuel L. Jackson as Mace Windu.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that voice is very distinct from Sam Jackson's. I mean, he sounds a little bit, but
yeah.
I forget who voices Padme in the main series. I know that in the micro series it was Grey DeLisle who voiced like every animated girl from the 90s and early 2000s. But I forget.
Padme was Grey
DeLisle. Oh,
yeah, Grey DeLisle.
Did she do that for the main series too?
When I looked it up, it said she did.
Oh, okay.
I can fact check.
I think Anakin was the only one that did not carry over from the micro series.
Yeah.
The voice, but I don't think
Matt
Lancer did Anakin in the micro series.
No, he didn't.
In fact, I'm pretty sure he didn't. So, but James Arnold Taylor did do Obi-Wan in the micro series, and Matthew. No, I don't think Matthew Wood did Grievous in the micro series.
He did.
Okay, it was Catherine Tabor. When I just Googled it, I think it meant the movie, but I went to IMDb in the series. It's Catherine Tabor.
There you go.
Oh wait, no, no. Matt Wood didn't do Grievous in the micro series.
I was gonna say I don't think because the voice was different.
Yeah, the voice was very different now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes, Mr. Owen, we are talking about the Malevolence episodes plural. So anyway, so now Anakin's got to get on the Malevolence and go find Padme and rescue her. And of course, he's got to rescue C-3PO. So we get some
and we get some of that silly humor. Yeah,
get some of the silly humor with 3PO.
Somebody stop it! Oh man, now that's gonna get clipped. What have I done?
There was another.
You know what that looked like? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Team America, but it's a puppet movie made by the guys who made South Park.
Oh, love that movie. It's one of my favorites.
Hey, you remember the signal, right?
There you go. That's how you get the views. You know.
God, I love that
What's
movie.
he doing? I think he's making fun of us.
It's me. It looks like he's saying, "Kiss me, kiss me." Cheeky son of a bitch.
Oh man, now I gotta look up that movie.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, Andrew, if you buy that movie, don't buy the regular one. Buy the unrated one because the unrated one is so much
Not like
better.
a 5-minute puppet sex scene.
God, it's funny. Watch the unrated one. It's
Make sure mom's not home.
Yeah, make sure mom's not. Well, they're puppets. I
like
think you're fine.
Puppet movie when my parents aren't in my room, and then when they walk into my room, it's just like
Go for it. What's your question, Owen? We like answering questions.
The one above it.
Comment just
It
before
was
that. He's asking, would we rather fight General Grievous or Count Dooku? I mean, I'd probably fight Dooku, but because at least he's an honorable fighter. Grievous is just like, he'll just slice
He's
you
a
to ribbons.
coward. He always runs away.
Here's
He
my
starts
thing.
losing, he'll run away.
Here's my thing with Grievous, and I think Obi-Wan could have beaten him a lot easier. Is Grievous is one of those ones he's got 4 lightsabers, all right, and he's coming at you spinning. I'm going to reach out with the Force and go and crush his little to where he can't move, and then I look at him and go,
that's the same as why you don't just say Expelliarmus at the beginning of every wand fight in Harry Potter. Because I mean,
because we gotta
that's
have
just
a cool
boring.
sword fight.
Exactly.
Nope. Just
because that's not the honorable thing to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not very Jedi.
Even with the lightsabers, if you're
Why
fighting
not?
Dooku,
That's
you can easily just
defense.
cut his arm.
Somebody is coming at you with 4 lightsabers. All right, you are in peril. Your life is at stake.
So don't fight
Jedi
David.
Uses the Force for knowledge and defense, never for attack.
Here's some
He's
life advice.
attacking me first. I'm defending.
Some life advice, people. Don't ever fight David with 4 lightsabers, or he will crush your chest.
I will. Yeah,
so,
I will.
2 is fine. 3 is fine. 5 is fine, but not 4. There you go.
And so here's the thing too. I mean, maybe you guys will disagree with me. I don't think General Grievous is legitimately a good lightsaber duelist. I just think he has the power of numbers on his side, and he waves them around wildly. And most typical Jedi won't know what to do.
Mm-hmm. I think if they had gone with the Grievous style in the micro series, was great in the way.
That was really good.
To where it was like he was using his hands and his feet. He was with Dooku. Dooku was teaching him about all these moves and the styles. So yeah, that makes sense. But they didn't really explore that in this show or really in the movie. It was just more of he's just big and he has 4 lightsabers. All right. He's intimidating, if anything. So anyway, he who. Uh-oh, we lost Cam.
Oh. I think he's saying
Grievous?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you're talking
Maybe
about Grievous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or probably Grievous. Probably
I'd go with the
Clone
Commandos
yeah.
because that would be an easier. There you
He's
are.
back.
Well, so suddenly everybody froze, and I was like, oh my god, did they freeze or did I freeze?
You froze.
I don't know. I was thinking about Artemis Fowl, and it made my entire phone glitch out. That's how much I hate that movie.
Andrew, I see your eyes moving.
He pulled that on me on Sunday.
He tried to pull it on me on Monday, but then I saw his eyes.
He
moving
just
around.
started talking and then just froze, and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess he froze. Let me try this again. And he's like, wait, no.
We can see your finger moving.
You're not as cool as you think you are.
Darn.
You can see me in the reflection of your
You can
glasses.
see me.
Knock it
No,
off.
you can't.
Right.
Your dogs are moving around in the background back there.
You can't see. Oh, right. Well, he
And
better
your
not.
and your Christmas lights are twinkling.
Yeah, you can't see me, guys.
Yeah, normally when you freeze, you get all pixelated and fuzzy.
Well, and y'all, I don't know that y'all can see it, but on my end, I can see everybody's kind of their signal strength and what their signal strength is sitting at. And if you freeze, I get a little X above it saying, hey, he has no signal. So being that there's no X above your name, I know you're not frozen.
Mm.
I also cheat that way.
Darn. Well, don't tell Cam that because then I'll just check on Sundays. Gosh.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like
Forget I
Garrett,
just
it's like
said
Garrett
that.
said. It's like Garrett says. Cam is back in focus.
But anyway, Anakin messes with the Anakin saves Padme. Obi-Wan goes to shut down the hyperdrive. R2 saves 3PO. We get this little dialogue between Anakin and Padme, which was hilarious. We had another bad line from Ahsoka too, by the way.
Yeah, we got a lot of those.
He said, I think it was in the third episode because she's talking to Plo Koon, and she says,
Oh, right,
or he
right.
says something like, "Wow, he's very forward, isn't he?" Well, he leads by example, and I was like, that doesn't make
What
any
does that
sense.
mean?
That what you just said doesn't make any sense as to what he just said. And again,
she's a kid,
not Ahsoka's fault on that one. Whoever wrote that line, that's their fault.
Do you want tomatoes on your burger? I like pickles.
What?
Oh, or that's like saying, yeah, give someone two options and they answer with a third. It's like, all right.
But I liked when Padme and Anakin we need to clean these droids up. And then, but I'm going to hack the ship real quick. Padme, you clean the droids up.
Well, like she was going to hack the ship?
I don't know. I feel like there's a kitchen joke in there somewhere.
Well, she even said something. She even said as much because she was like, well, I guess I'll clean the droids up.
Oh, man.
But of course, Anakin hacked the ship and, we're going to go into hyperspace. And he did something with the nav computer to where it crashed into the moon and everybody was happy.
Oh, you said nav computer. For some reason, I heard napkin.
Yes.
What is going on? Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing I realized, that there's a one of the plot holes in Revenge of the Sith. Just watching Clone Wars made me think of this. Padme tells Anakin that she's pregnant. But two things: we never see it happen, and B, my parents won't explain to me how that
happened.
So that's like, I mean, come on, just doesn't make sense.
I thought that whole scene in Revenge of the Sith would have been hilarious if she would have come back and she would have said, "Anakin, something wonderful's happened. I'm pregnant." He was like, "How? I've been gone for too long."
I could see Anakin just looking at her and being like, "Is it yours?"
Oh, man.
Owen's asking, what's everybody's favorite battle of the Clone Wars?
Ooh.
Mandalore, final season.
I was gonna say, are you talking like lightsaber battle, or are you talking like space battle, or
Lightsaber battle
or
is
what do you think
Ahsoka Maul all day. I don't care what anyone says.
What's that, Andrew?
Ahsoka Maul.
Oh
in
yeah,
season-
the mocap for that was fantastic.
That's
I
my
love that
favorite
Ray Park.
lightsaber. I'm trying to think of like battle. Probably Mandalore, but
He is, but we've been forbidden by his parents because they want to tell him.
that's right.
Still, Mandalore. That final season.
Okay,
was
battles, not
amazing.
lightsaber battles. Yeah, the Mandalore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you okay, Cam? I thought I heard something thrown.
I'm in my kitchen right now, and
Ah.
someone's in here making food. So
Oh, never mind. You're safe.
It's your youngest daughter, isn't it? You should feed her.
You just see a knife start to come across the screen.
yeah, right, exactly.
Oh man.
It's just my my backup people on set here who are just kind of between shots.
My Cam's wife,
Daughter,
whoever's in there.
aunt, grandma. Ton of
He might have his
generations.
earbuds in. She can't even.
Really close.
No, it's my father-in-law actually.
Oh, okay.
Ah, we were close. I was close with aunt.
I was way off.
What
do you mean I was close?
You were saying
Samsonite.
everything
I was way
except
off.
like it wasn't even a male figure that you were trying to name.
No, it wasn't.
I think Star Wars when it first came out in the movie theater.
See?
1976.
77, sir. May 25th, 1977.
Oh, Samsonite. I was way off.
You want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
Oh,
Guys!
guys. How do they know I got gas?
It's Dumb and
I took-
Dumber, Debbie,
I
just in
took
case
care
you,
of it.
you weren't
You
sure.
sold him a dead bird. Pretty bird.
I love Jeff Daniels. He's not appreciated as an actor as much as he should be.
No. And Garrett, I agree with you. It's probably gonna be when I'm 50, to be honest.
The first battle of Ginormous.
You mean Geonosis?
Geonosis.
The first battle of Gigolo.
501st, all day, every day.
I don't have one.
Ooh, yeah. I've actually met the 501st in person. I don't mean to brag, but
The 501st are a big group of people. How'd you meet the
That's-
entire 501st?
we don't. The public does not need to know this. All right, someone just take out Camp's camera. We just need to like cut his connection
There you go.
and his audio. Oh no, I'd be taken out too.
Andrew's been banished.
No.
too. Debbie, before we get too far out of this, did we miss anything that you wanted to talk about? Bring us back in.
Just when we thought we were out, Debbie brings us back in.
That's what I have her for.
Apparently, it doesn't work.
She keeps us in line.
You guys just keep going on and on and on.
So, all right then. But yes, great arc. This was one of those arcs that when the show came out, when the movie came out, there were like 3 Lego sets that came out of this. This is one of the reasons you had the Y-Wing and the Malevolence and there's something else that came out of this one, but I just remember it being like a big deal because it's like, oh hey, we get a bunch of whole new Lego sets. So this was the show to sell toys.
Indeed.
Yep, but
Right,
it did it
Mark
better than
Twain.
Batman and Robin.
But next week we get Rookies, which is one of my favorite episodes.
Oh, nice.
So
Is this a one-off?
yeah, it's just a one-off. Single show. Because then we get there's like a 2-parter where they lose R2D2 and they got to go find him. Is
Jeez,
after
that just
that.
shows by the time we finish Clone Wars, I may be in my 50s.
Maybe.
Like 180 episodes or something.
Yeah, but if we do the arcs all at once, we're good.
That's
Yeah,
true.
it'll be a little shorter.
Yeah, I might be 45, so
I'll be dead.
No, you gotta stay through the Clone Wars. Come on.
Anyway,
I can't help it. It's my age.
Then people would be like, no, her breathing machine should be like Darth Vader.
Yeah. Or Saw.
yeah, should
Oh,
yeah.
that's right. Lies.
Deception.
We don't like Debbie's favorite episode. She'll go, deceptions. Lies.
Well, I'll say what our favorite episodes are, and she'll just go,
Work on it.
Work on it.
Work on it. We'll know the truth.
Oh.
You're right.
Oh Lord. All right. Shameless plugs. What do we got tonight, Debbie?
We
Thursday.
had a new episode of War of the Stars drop yesterday.
Awesome.
No Star Trek tomorrow on Geek and I podcast.
Aw.
Why not?
Biscardi moved and he won't get internet till Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Supposedly.
he moved too. Why is everybody copying me?
Well, he moved to be closer to Dave.
Of course.
I'm actually moving.
He
up
lives
to
just up
Knox
the road
County.
now.
Yeah.
He doesn't live too far from me. It's the next town up.
Saturday we have Geek Gauntlet. Monday we'll be back for MCU Monday. Jessica Jones episode 6. Tuesday I don't know what they're doing on Sixth Amendment or Sixth Dominion. I have not heard.
I think he's
Oh.
considering taking a week off, but I don't know if it's this week or I don't know.
Well, he sent out a couple
I
weeks
know.
ago, so
Who knows?
because I really didn't promote him. I was just like, well, he said he was going to take a couple weeks off, so I was like, okay, I won't promote. And then he has a show.
How many
Dana.
copyright strikes did that
Dana,
episode get?
Where are you? Yeah, Dana. Come
Do
on.
you know, Debbie?
Excuse me.
I said, how many copyright strikes did that episode get, if any? Because
I only seen one, but it says it's not against the channel because the
it was-
owner allows it or something like that. Because I looked, I was like, Dana,
okay.
quit doing stuff.
we showed Dana the Costco guys and like the Rizzler and stuff, and he didn't know who they were. And Cam and I, other Cam, and I were just cracking up and watch at his reactions. But then we were like, all right, it's gonna get taken down. There you go.
Cool. I haven't seen him either. I'll look for him. Cam, what have you got shameless plug wise?
So this past Sunday, we got on and talked about The Green Knight. Had a lot of fun with that. That's probably been the longest episode of Cam and Focus Weekly that we've done. It was about to scrape 2 hours, actually.
Yeah.
Lots of fun
Marathon.
discussion
You're
there.
as bad as Dana.
It didn't even feel like an hour and 50. I didn't realize until our outro was like 10 minutes long.
I was going to say it wasn't on purpose, but we just
No,
had
yeah.
that much fun talking, and the chat was blowing up too, so that was nice. This Sunday, per Andrew's request, we're actually going to be doing a low budget indie horror film called "Don't Let the River Beast Get You," and which I actually just rewatched the trailer a few hours ago, and I'll be watching it. I'll be watching it Saturday morning, and I am so ready for it. I am like,
Are you watching it Saturday morning because you're going to get scared? Is that what
Yes,
it is?
that's right. Dude, it's scary. I'm telling you.
I'm watching it Saturday morning, so the sun is up. I can open up all my closet doors, make sure there's nothing in there.
Make sure your daughters are not,
Yeah, exactly. I just hear scratching on the other side of their door.
I will tell you, this is something where I watched it at night and I had to watch some cartoons after I watched it because, good golly,
I
Miss
can't tell if
Molly.
you're being serious or not at this point because you
The
are
movie
still
looks
young,
terrible.
So Yeah, it looks. I
know
saw
what? Okay.
we watched the trailer for it on Monday night
It's
after you left, Debbie.
it's a fun time though. Like it's bad, but it's like a good. It's so bad that it's
I
good.
think it's
like it's a fun time.
The
It's
thing
good.
has it as a campy throwback to 1950s
Yeah.
monsters film.
It
So,
opens
yeah.
up. I'm not going to spoil anything, but basically, a red light flashes before the river beast pops on screen, so you're a little prepared.
Okay.
So you'll know when it's coming, just because. Oh, anyway.
But yes, that's going to be this Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We're getting back on the weekly videos now that things have really settled down. I know it is Father's Day this Sunday.
Oh, I was going to say,
Father's Day.
sure?
I'll be celebrating Father's Day in the morning and the afternoon. The evening is all about me.
You're a father, so that should be your time, right?
It is.
There you go.
Exactly.
I get the day out of myself. It's great, you know.
Shut up.
Andrew, do you have any shameless plugs?
Everything that's been said, just ditto.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Same here. Garrett.
Andrew's just like what they said.
Exactly.
Did we have any questions?
No, I forgot to post it yesterday, so I did this morning.
No, Garrett posted
I was
something.
going to say Garrett.
Oh, he
posted
did?
something.
Oh, let
Yeah.
me check. I didn't get the notification.
Hang
I'll pull
on.
it up. I got it. I didn't get a notification, but I will pop it up.
It's not on Facebook.
It's in the chat.
It's
It's in the chat.
What do you this is from Garrett.
I see. Okay. Just completely missed
What
that.
do
Sorry,
you think
Garrett.
would have happened if the droid army went full maximum over Skynet and turned on their separatist overlords?
Okay.
Well, then the separatists would have had no military, and they would have probably fallen in a day.
Yeah, but what would have happened with the droids? Would the droids have continued fighting?
It would have been like the Emu War. The droids would have just overtaken everything, you know? It fits into every conversation.
I hate you so much.
And you can't remove me, so that's great.
Yeah, we'll have Emu War lightsaber battles.
I can
But you can
remove
still
you.
hear me. You can still hear me.
I'm not gone yet.
Now I have you both. I am in control. I control the horizontal. I control the vertical.
Yeah.
Debbie, do you know what that's from?
No clue.
I didn't hear what you said.
Outer Limits. The Outer Limits. The original 1950s Outer Limits.
I would love the droid humor if they took over. They'd be like, "See, we're in control," and then like Grievous comes out of nowhere and just takes him out. You know, he loves just pushing them off cliffs too. And then someone will
Wait
say,
a minute. That means I'm in charge.
Now I'm in
Not
charge.
or you're not.
Yeah. Oh man.
I love it when they say, "I don't want to die," and I'm like, "You're a robot. You don't feel pain,
And you can't technically die. You can be put back together.
Yeah.
No, that's the one battle droid that gains sentience.
Right.
All right, folks. Well, that's
Before
gonna
you know
do
it,
it.
the droid goes, "Dad." Yeah.
That's gonna do it for us tonight. We
Oh man.
Cam and I are going over to Andrew's house to put a
For
shirt on
free?
his pillow.
Wow, I can't believe
So-
I get it for free. I can sell that for
Yeah,
market value.
you're getting two now for the price of one.
That's gonna do it for us. Y'all all have a great weekend and a great week.
Oh,
Next week
man.
we will see all of you back here next week on Cantina Happy Hour. Y'all all have a wonderful time. May the force be with you all.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Pocket sand. Yeah.